login option. So in case you are going to use like single sign on, like based on that like user ID and the credential, or you want to use like a multi sign on activity as well. So all the different kind of sign on like process Ariba is supporting. It depends how you per customer they have configured for the like login. So once you will log in, like in the SAP Ariba solutions with the valid like SAP user ID and the password. So system will like successfully log in the SAP Ariba, and you will get this home page. So this is basically called as Ariba dashboard, or this is called as Ariba homepage as well. And once you come here on this Ariba homepage, so you will have the different options based on this licensing, based on the license, and based on the authorization as well. So whatever different license basically you have, based on the license, you will see the different number of tabs here. So like here we can see we have home, catalog, supplier management, or many more tab as well. Like we can see we have the contract, procurement, like catalog, product sourcing. So these are basically depends on the license. So whatever license that your customer they have purchased, so based on that you will able to see this number of tab. So for example, in your case, in some certain case, if you may see, for some of the customer, they have the only license of this, like let's say contract. And even though that user have the full access, but he do not have the other like license, other option as well. That means we have to understand that customer they have only the contract module license. So with the help of with this tab, we can easily find out like whatever license or whatever module that is implemented with our customer. That's something information we can find out. Okay. Now apart from this, if you come to downside, so here we can see we have some search option here. So whatever different object that you want to search, like in this SAP Ariba, that we can search. So for example, if you want to search any of the particular object, like let's say requisition, sourcing project, supplier disqualification project, contract request, invoice reconciliation. So whatever required option, the information that you want to search in the Ariba, that basically we can search. So we have to like select the particular object, and once you select, then if you know about like title name, or if you're aware about the ID, you can enter this information here, and we have to click on the search. So once we click on the search here, then system will like search that information in the database, and if the information is available on the database, oh I'm sorry, I need to log in again. So if the system find out that information in the database, so in that case, like system will like that deliver you the output. But in some certain cases, if system is unable to find out that information, so in that case, like that it will give you the different filter page, and we have to like that enter other filter criteria. That's something I'll show you. But let me quickly log in my system. Give me a moment. Okay, so we can see basically we have different filter option here. Now we can put any of the information in the filter options, like you can give any of this title name. You can just search the particular document based on the date. So different options are available here, and based on which option you want to search the particular document, that basically we can search here. So it depends on your requirement. Whatever information you want to search, you can basically search. So we'll like go through this option like in our regular session. So whenever we have to search many things, then basically we'll come back again here, and you will get better information about this screen as well, like how we have to search. So apart from that, if you go to like that back on the home page basically, so there like we will have the other options as well. So let me just go back. Now here we can see. Now here apart from this, we have the other options. If you go to right hand side, so we can see we have some different options here in the create. So when you come basically in the create, so whatever the particular document that basically we have to create, so we can create from here. Like you want to create requisition, you can come here and you can choose the requisition. If you want to create sourcing project, you can basically create sourcing project here. Or if you want to create supplier, that means basically vendor, so that vendor also we can create from here. Or if you want to create some of the different options, like you want to create the contract, we can basically create the contract. So whatever the different transactional document that basically we have to create, or we need to create, that's something we can create with the help of the create menu. So when we come in the create menu, you will have the different options here, and based on that requirement, you can create any other particular document. Yeah. Now apart from this, if you go to other options like in the manage, so this manage menu is mainly applicable for the configuration part. So whatever different kind of configuration we have to do in this SAP Ariba, that we have to do with the help of the management. So here we can see we have the different options, like we can see we have the administration, that means a system configuration, And if you come downside, approval processes, that means approval of configuration. If you come downside, we have the core administration, that is your downstream configuration. So like that, the different config options are available here. We'll talk about all the parameters. So whatever relevant configuration or whatever relevant documents that basically we have to create, that's something we'll see in our regular session, and we'll see how basically we have to create the particular document, how we have to perform some configuration as well, like in the system. That's something also we'll discuss in the coming session. Now, apart from this, we have the other option as a recent menu here. So with the help of the recent menu, we can see some list of document. So in last, I think 3 days, or I'm not pretty sure about the number of days, because it has some threshold value of this number of documents itself. So whatever documents that basically you recently viewed or you recently worked on that particular document, that list of documents will be available here and you can easily find. So that's something information are available in the recent menu. And apart from that, if you come like other like a downside. So in downside, like we have the other different information about like we can see we have the different tiles here. So Ariba has given that list of the predefined tiles to the customer, and whatever particular tiles that you want to use, you can basically use, or even you can choose any of the particular tiles, whatever tiles you want to like that display in your home page. That's something configuration we can do from our side. So this is something very basic configuration, and it's not like very like critical configuration. But yeah, whatever information you want to appear on your home page, that's something information you can basically appear in your particular home page. So you can set that particular information, and you can like that display those information on your home page. Okay, so this is something just basics of the like Ariba, like how to navigate our dashboard. I guess you will might be you may have the about Ariba system. I'm not sure, or if you not have, you have to get like this demo site access, and you have to do lots of hands-on on the system as well to like make your compatible like that with the at Ariba. So when you will get the system access, or if you already have, so you have to basically do lots of practice here, and whatever things that we are going to discuss in the coming session or some basic part as well. That's something you can navigate it easily from yourself. So this is something very simple, it's not very tough. And from tomorrow's session, like we'll talk about this Ariba solutions offering. And there, first we'll discuss about like supplier solutions. So we'll talk about like what is Ariba supplier solutions, how basically we can onboard, we can create supplier record in the SAP Ariba, and whatever different options are available in the SAP Ariba. That's something also we'll discuss as part of the supplier solution. So this that basically this like solutions discussion we will start by tomorrow. All right, so let's have some questions and answer session. So do you guys have any question from anyone?
What is the role of a SAP Ariba consultant actually?
That's very important questions. We'll come to know in the session. You will come to know. So we have to basically act as like that supporting consultant. We have to work as that part of implementation partner team, and we have to help to our customer to for the successful implementation of the SAP Ariba.
Which is one best to learn is upstream, downstream. We have to learn all the modules, which is just moving like the red carpet to concentrate on future. Just I'm asking.
Basically, it's not recommended to any specific solutions. It depends on you. It depends on you, or it depends on your project, like where you are going to work, like what is the exact requirement. But it's not recommended to learn any specific module, because what will happen if you learn any of the specific module, you are going to restrict yourself for that particular module. So, for example, let's say you are only going to
Yeah,
learn
yeah.
the Ariba sourcing, right? That means you are going to restrict yourself. You cannot work on the supplier, contract, P2P, or the catalog. So this course duration is only 40 hours, and even what is your method of learning, I'm not sure. But yeah, it is recommended to learn at least entire S2P solution, so that you will not have any boundary that you can only work on the supplier, you can only work on the sourcing. Whatever options you will get, you can easily work on them.
Sorry, just now actually you're showing the dashboard, right? Can you just like briefly show is I mean that the dashboard can we do like change the dashboard of like adding tabs or anything in the home
All
page?
right. Mhm. Okay. So do you want to see any changes or any specific configuration here?
Uh, I'm not sure. I mean, I just thinking, right? Just now actually you're showing the dashboard. I mean, as a like if as a start, right? Yeah, can I like change like additional like tab over here?
No, basically whatever options you can see in the dashboard, that something is a predefined. So whatever like you can see these tiles, here we can see we have the list of tiles here. So this list of tiles basically predefined. What we can select or we can remove, like we can basically display or hide these tiles. That configuration we can do. For example, let's say this is my receipt. So this is my receipt. Let's assume this is not relevant to me. I am the part of the purchasing department. I am not the part of that warehouse team. Or I mean, I'm not basically the requester. So this my receipt tiles I want to remove from my dashboard. So I have the flexibility. I can come here and I can basically like that remove these tiles or whatever the different tiles I want to use I can use. So for that I have to click on this drop down and click on the manage all tiles. So once you click on the manage all tiles, the system will give you that like system will display you the list of tiles like whatever tiles are available in the Ariba as it defined, and or might be if you have created some custom tiles as well. So custom tiles we cannot create because in that case we have to reach out to Ariba shared service team. That means Ariba company consultant as well, and they will do any customization in the Ariba. So whatever tiles basically they have added, those list of tiles you will able to see here, and whatever tiles you want to select or remove that we can do. So here we can see in this screen in the left hand side we have all the available tiles, whatever tiles are available in your system, and in the right hand side we can see the list of the selected tiles. So whatever tiles you want to add or you can remove, you can do. So let's say I want to remove this my receipt tiles. So what I will do, we can see we have the option of the remove here in the right hand side. So we click on the remove, and once we click on the remove, that particular tiles will be removed from our dashboard. And in that basically, we can only keep those selected tiles, whatever tiles you want to keep, and then this tile basically will be available in your dashboard. So let me just click on this remove now, and I'll try to show you. All right. So now once I remove, I'll click on the done. Okay, so now we can see like that's basically not available in our home page. Like that, we can adjust any of the tiles. We cannot add any tiles from the our point of view as a customer, but we can adjust this information. Same way, not only this, even if you come downside and we will have the different contents here. So whatever different contents that you want to keep or you want to remove, that basically you can keep and you can remove. So today basically my system is lagging. Even I can see you also have some lagging in my screen. So I will show you in the next session like how basically we can customize these things as well. But wherever you can see this option, like this is basically this this we can see this inverted triangle option. We can see this option basically is for the manage. So wherever you will see this option, and we have to click there, and from here you can whatever item you want that keep you can keep, or if you want to delete you can delete. So if you click on the delete here, system will automatically delete this information from your that dashboard. And if you want to keep or you want to minimize, that's something activity also you can do. So if I'll click on delete this item basically will be deleted from my dashboard, and so this option will information will not be available here. I'll show you some of the configuration here, like how basically we have to add new content. This is basically called as a content. So how we can add this content in our dashboard. That's something I'll show you in tomorrow's session because
Just one quick question. So if let's say for Ariba consultant, right, is it usually they will have an admin access?
okay, so basically they will have mainly this customer administrator access. So they have to. I'm not sure if I catch up your question. You're asking whatever access they will have. Am I right?
Yes, correct.
Okay. Okay. So basically, from this Ariba point of view, so since we have to work as the Ariba consultant, so you will have that all the administrator access. So whatever different config we have to do, like template configuration, approval workflow configuration, upstream configuration, downstream configuration, in the test side, you will have all the access. That means you will be basically like supervisor or superior user in the test side. But in case of the production side, we will not have any access. Might be they may give you some access as a part of the hypercare support, but generally in the production system, again, it depends on project to project. In some project, you may get some full access in the production system as well, and in some cases, you may not get that access in the production system. But in the test side, you will have the full access. You can do perform all the configuration, all the testing, that activity we can.